Wacky Wednesday day. It's Wacky Willy Wednesday, yeah. Tom told me that he'd work on the song and then didn't do it, so I'm doing it live again. Wacky Willy Wednesday, that's when we do. You get send in things and you email, we read out your emails and correspond with you because it's Wacky Willy Wednesday. How do you do? My name is Wacky Broden Kelly and I'm here to say I love talking to you about the emails every day. And your name's Tom.
How do you do?
I'm great, and what do you know? Yo, 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 yo.
Yep.
Broden Kelly, yeah, but he do. Stop. It's great to be here.
Isn't it?
It's a wonderful time to be here. Wacky Willy Wednesdays. You didn't work on the song. And then I saw the workings of you, Tom, and the great detail you go to as a composer.
Yeah.
I said, do you remember what song it was last week when we made the theme song? You said, nah. And then you went into your search history.
Yeah.
You went into Epidemic, a music library.
Yeah, that we have.
And you typed comedy.
Yeah.
And then clicked on the first one that came up, and that's how you decided what the theme song would be.
In my defense, I did that on the fly last week.
Yeah?
So what did you expect?
I expected more. Well, welcome to Wacky Willy Wednesday, and the feedback is coming thick and fast, more and more. It's crazy. We've never seen numbers like this. It's an unbelievable thing.
Isn't it?
There's the numbers they're seeing. It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. We're breaking.
This is our biggest month ever, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for being a part of it, everybody. Here's a bit of our first one. This is one that's close to my home. Canberra AFL team is the person. They've said, Tom was recently quoted saying the city is not ready for an AFL team after visiting Hobart. Broden, after visiting Canberra on the weekend, do you think Canberra's ready for its own team? Before you answer, please know your show on Saturday was brilliant. And Canberra loved your show and your arms looked huge. Yes, correct.
Bit of mayo on that one.
On Saturday, I didn't make that up. This is just, I would never... That's what it says here.
We know you put some mayo on the emails sometimes.
Canberra AFL team says it.
They said all the bits about the big arms and that.
Look, read it. Before you answer, please know your show on Saturday was brilliant.
Okay. That
And
end of
Canberra
email, right?
loved you.
Yeah, that part I don't believe.
Full stop. Now, it's not great grammar. Full stop. And your arms looked huge.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So you're hearing it more and more.
That's a lot of propaganda from Canberra AFL team.
Eddie Hall. Now, and it's true, right? I had a wonderful weekend.
Yeah,
in
you
Canberra.
non-stop
performed
about it.
2 shows in Canberra. Beautiful. Canberra's wonderful in that there's magpies everywhere. Australia fucked the fucking Anglo settlement in Australia. Fucked this country up royally. Beautiful gum trees everywhere. And we had beautiful nature, and then the English settlement, nah, fuck it all off.
Yeah.
And put up weird shit trees.
And grass and sheep.
Yeah, and so what Canberra has is that still natural Australian beauty about it. Maggie's everywhere, beautiful trees. And then they've also got all the best restaurants and shit. Having said all that, absolutely not. They cannot have a team. I'm sorry, Canberra AFL team. There's just, I was mentioning it a lot.
Yeah.
Like I was getting ready for my show. I had all my texts around me. And I said, Saints are going to win. And they went, I don't know what that is. This is League Town, mate.
Yeah, right.
They're all league this, league that. Though in the crowd, what I am having happen a fair bit in my shows is people are bringing footy cards and putting them on the stage.
Sure.
And when I go to use props that are in my show, they're covered in AFL footy cards.
Fun.
And I go, no, that's not fun. It's annoying because I'm trying to run this show by myself and I'm trying to keep the pace up. And then someone's walked onto the stage and moved them there. And it's a bit annoying. But no, they can't have a game. The one thing I'll say is there was a lot of people in the crowd with Giants scarves on.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense because of Canberra.
I would think just lean into that.
I think the roundabouts are really nice. Infrastructure's pretty good.
Sting request from Richard. Hey, Tom, Broden, Marnie. First off, love the show. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Secondly, the more importantly, my socks were really rocked off by Tom's confession in a pod episode during the week regarding his love of shea coconut butter. To the point of his declaration, I am a shea coconut butter man, is what you said.
Yeah, but put a bit of mayo on that.
What do you mean?
That's my thing this week. A bit of mayo on that.
Hang on. Your bit is that you're saying put a bit of mayo on that?
There's a bit of mayo. Or, there's a bit of mayo on that.
But that's a very, to be
Like,
honest...
I played it up a bit because Marnes was having a sniff of the armpits, Like, I played it up a bit.
But hang on,
I don't even know what shea butter is.
Is your bit that you're a shea butter coconut man, or is it that you put mayo on things?
That I said that because, I do have a coconut deodorant.
Because it sounded like you were saying that this week your bit is I put a bit of mayo on that.
Yeah, under the arms, yeah.
No. Listen to me. Make this very clear. This week is either about your pits being coconut butter,
Yeah.
or they are about putting mayo on things. Now, you make the call now, motherfucker.
So this week, already I've said a few times, there's a bit of mayo on that. So that's my thing for
Okay,
this
great.
week.
And one of the things you put a bit of mayo on is the fact that
I played it up a little bit. Like, I don't even know what a coconut is, to be honest. Like, well, I just grabbed the first Rexona that comes off the shelf. Let's be
you
honest.
don't even
mate.
know what a coconut
What
is.
a coconut shea butter is. I don't know what that is. But I do use coconut
But you know what
spray.
you know what a coconut is.
But, you know, because Mans was getting mad, I started saying, it's my aroma, you know, it blends with my... But that's a bit of mayo.
You doubled down.
Yeah, I was having a laugh, you know, it's a bit of mayo. So my point is,
But
I
that's
don't
not
want to I don't want to be defined by this coconut shea butter thing because it was just a bit of mayo.
Well, Richard says, I feel this declaration soundbite must be converted into a sting.
See, this is what happens when you put a bit of mayo on things, Broden, you know?
Stop saying,
People start asking for stings.
stop saying put a bit of mayo.
So you got to be honest, you know? You can't play things up.
Fucking hell. Oh, so we want a sting of you saying I am a coconut shea butter man. All right?
That's fine. It is a good idea.
Put it on the list.
You know what? Now that you mention it, it is a good idea.
This is a pedantic correction from, I'm going to say Bede.
Okay. How do you spell it?
B-E-D-E.
Yeah, it's Bede.
Or bidet.
Bede.
Bede. Hey, Bede.
I like bidet. Say bidet.
This is a pedantic correction from Bede.
Mm-hmm.
When Tom said at 31-33 in the round 2 preview that he wasn't going to change his tips because of team's first round performance, he said that he wasn't going to be reactionary because so many teams weren't ready.
Yep.
But the word he meant to use was reactive.
Right.
You understand? Not
No, I don't
reactionary,
particularly understand.
reactive.
I thought I was being reactionary.
Reactionary is someone who who opposes political progress or social reform.
Ah.
Be reactive is when you react to something as a result of something, and it's the opposite of proactive.
Right. I feel like I didn't know it was only a political sense. I feel like people use that term all the time.
So, Bede has put in here. So I'm really hoping he's not going to chuck on a MAGA hat just because Port Adelaide got smashed. But it would still be really funny reason for someone to become reactionary anyway.
yeah. I
Like
do
that
feel
guy
like
on
a lot
Twitter.
of people misuse that word then.
Huh?
If it's specifically politically, I feel like a lot of people are misusing that word.
Reactionary,
Yeah.
reactive.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, I
But it
didn't
makes
know that
sense.
either.
Reactionary is, and you go, oh, fucking bloody can't say anything anymore. I'm going to vote for Peter Dutton. You know, that's the you know.
Yeah, that's
Tassie
reactionary.
infrastructure from Nick, who says Hobart Airport has always been cooked. It doesn't have an ILS approach.
What's an ILS?
I don't know.
Well, don't be standing here reading out things.
Foggy, low
unless you know what
cloud
it
base, no
means.
visual. You are turning around and flying back to Melbourne.
Integrated leadership system
That's what it is.
or
So
independent
I
living
think what
specialist.
Nick is saying is there's low visibility.
Instrument landing system.
Yeah.
This is a pilot. I reckon this person's a pilot. No one else would know what ILS
You
is.
can't just become a pilot by saying ILS in an email. It takes much more than
I
that.
don't know. We should test it. Should
No.
send a Virgin an email with you applying for a job and say ILS a bunch of times.
Oh, we also have to just give feedback. Is weeks ago, right, when
Yeah.
we were talking about the big 4 clubs.
Yeah.
And we were like, I think the big 4 clubs are these, and you're like, well, membership is the reason for a big club. And Essendon are not 4th in
Yeah.
Victoria. They're not 5th.
Yeah.
They're 6th.
And let's just be clear. I was just debating what are the rules of engagement because I always thought or was under the assumption that when we talk about the big 4, it is a fan base discussion.
I'm talking
and
about-
you were saying, no, it's got nothing to do with fan base. It's got
Well,
to do
a
with
bit
this.
of it does.
And I was like, well, my understanding was that's what the rules of engagement were. So, yeah.
Rules
but
of
yeah,
engagement?
Hawthorn have more fans than Essendon now.
Geelong also do.
Do they?
Yeah, Geelong are.
Yeah, right.
So Essendon aren't even in the big 5.
Yeah, there you go. They're big 6.
Did you have a stroke?
They're big 6.
The big 6.
They're the big 6.
Someone who goes by the name Me
Yep.
said, got a little bit of stats for you to find somewhat interesting, especially with Bro heading out to our nation's capital. Pendlebury continuing to play on his 5th decade of playing an upcoming election. The question is, which players have played under the most prime ministers?
Oh, okay.
So this person basically took it an individual prime ministers, not terms. So Rudd counts as 1, not 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
He's
sense,
double
yeah.
prime minister there.
Yeah.
Daniel Chick played under Howard for 252 games.
Oh, my Lord.
Glenn Archer and Ben Hart were under Keating and Howard. So under Keating and Howard, Glenn Archer and Ben Hart played 311 games. Does
Wow.
this make sense? Hawke, Keating, Howard. So 80s, 90s, 2000s. Craig Bradley, 375. Does this make sense?
Yeah, but we're trying to find out who had the most under the most prime ministers. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So you started with one. That threw me off.
Daniel Chick, 252.
Yeah, like what's that about? Is that the lowest?
Well,
or-
he just played through a period where
There was one prime
Howard, because
minister.
Howard was in forever.
Yeah, but that's not the most prime
Here
minister.
we go. 5. Howard, Rudd, Gillard, Abbott, and Turnbull.
Yeah.
Brent Harvey.
Oh, that makes sense.
Howard, Rudd, Gillard, Abbott, Turnbull, Morrison, Sean Burgoyne.
Yeah, right. It was a time of great turmoil in both major political parties in Australia, wasn't it?
Howard, Rudd, Gillard, Abbott, Turnbull, Morrison, Albanese, Scott Pendlebury.
Yeah, Pendles. Yeah. Is he the winner?
No,
Oh,
the winner is this. This could be a good TikTok, by the way.
Okay.
Menzies,
Yeah.
Holt,
Yeah.
McEwen, Gorton, McMahon, Whitlam, Fraser Hawke, Kevin Bartlett.
Of course, because KB played so many games. for so
KB
long.
has played under the most prime ministers.
Yeah, right.
But if Pendles plays through an election and Liberal Party win,
Yeah.
coalition win,
Yeah.
then I think Pendlebury would join 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he would join Kevin
Yeah,
Bartlett.
because the election's not announced yet, is it? But it'll be this year. or
Yeah, it
next
will be this year.
Yeah, it will be this year, right.
Yeah. It's very interesting. There's lots more going on. That's from Alan, and that's absolutely fascinating.
Great.
And that's our mailbags for Wacky Willy Wednesday. Hit it. It's another week of Wacky Willy Wednesday. This show's gone to shit. Absolute shit.